Now, you could be forgiven for wondering why on earth has it taken so long. Perhaps on the principle of better late than never, NATO has finally decided to deploy warships to try and deter the criminal gangs who've been smuggling refugees into Europe. They'll be used as a visible deterrent rather than actually intercepting the boats at sea, and few would envy them the complexity of their task. And as if to illustrate the point, dramatic footage has emerged of one rescue from a boat that had all but disappeared beneath the waves.
The outstretched arm of help, another jaw-dropping moment as a terrified Syrian refugee clings to an upturned boat. Apparently the only survivor, he's winched to safety by the Turkish Coast Guard. Another extraordinary example of the disaster unfolding in the waters of the Aegean. Today, NATO waded into the crisis. They'll be sending ships, but insist the purpose is not to prevent refugees leaving.
This is not about stopping or pushing back refugee boats. NATO will contribute critical information and surveillance to help counter human trafficking and criminal networks.
4 NATO ships from Germany, Greece, Canada and Turkey will patrol the Aegean Sea. More than 70,000 migrants have crossed already this year. At least 400 have died. NATO's mission is to stop the people smugglers through surveillance and monitoring. Nothing so far has stopped the boats coming. Desperate people making the smugglers rich. But a former Royal Navy captain claims NATO's operations will disrupt this trade in human misery.
It's not just warships, there's maritime patrol aircraft, unmanned aerial vehicles and the helicopters that the warships carry. If you're a migrant smuggler, you now have something else to worry about. And their fear, of course, will be that they can then be tracked from where they set out to where they drop the people off. And again, that gets fed into that wider intelligence network so that people can start to close down those migrant smuggling routes.
The Syrian refugee camps are overflowing after Turkey locked the border. It seems to have persuaded NATO that it needed to make this unprecedented humanitarian intervention before the camps get any bigger. Juliet Bremner, News at 10.